every now and then you run into a game that you're not entirely sure how you stumbled upon it, but you're awfully glad you did. That's exactly what happened to me today with Slay the Princess. I was on our Discord, I heard someone mention it. It was just a casual passing comment of its quality, and I thought, that's a weird title. Let me check it out. And I looked at it, and it didn't immediately seem like the kind of game that I would want to play or spend time with, but there was something appealing to it. I didn't want to figure out everything about the game, but I read the description, and it seemed vaguely like almost like a psychological game of some kind. I said in the stream that it kind of reminded me of the plot of Ex Machina. You're going to be talking to somebody, you're not going to be sure if you can trust them or not, but you're going to have to make judgment calls based on your interactions with them. And while I don't think that ended up being an accurate representation of the game, it was enough to get me to click the buy button and give the game a try. And so that's what you're about to see here. I'm going to just go ahead and cut to the full chunk of the stream where I played it, because let me tell you, Slay the Princess is awesome. I think this game is fantastic, and it takes such a simple premise and immediately just runs wild in a really intriguing way. I've never played a game on stream that I kind of on the surface thought, well, I don't know if anybody's going to be into this, but we'll give a quick look to it, where suddenly the chat room was extraordinarily invested in it, and everybody had very strong feelings on what I should be picking. And I think maybe that alone is a testament to its strength. But enough of me talking about it as somebody who had already experienced. Let's go back to before I knew what Slay the Princess was and watch that experience unfold. There is going to be spoilers, and this is a narrative-based game, so watch until you feel like you don't want spoilers anymore. If what I've said here is enough to get you interested, then go check it out. And I will offer up a slight content warning. This game does offer a depiction of some graphically violent things, as well as pretty casual conversations about suicide and things of that nature. So if that's not something you want to experience, make sure you click away. Otherwise, enjoy me experiencing Slay the Princess for the first time. I'll catch you on the other side. Bye, everybody. Whatever horrors you may find in these dark spaces, have heart and see them through. There are no premature endings. There are no wrong decisions. There are only fresh perspectives and new beginnings. This is a love story. Says who? Oh man, this is a lot of options for a text-based game. I guess we just go with new game. Seems right to me. This is a new game. The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, says who? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of dialogue options. Okay, let's see. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the end of with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet, I've always wanted to off a monarch. Viva la revolution. Silently continue to the cabin and turn around and leave. I mean, like, okay, define world ending, I think is the first thing we need to know.
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
But who are you? How do you know this? Okay, that seems pretty clear. Have you considered that maybe... Okay, that's still that. Okay, Yeah, what's the evidence?
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
You're asking me to kill someone just because I've already come all this way. Alright, tell me this. I also wanted to know this one. How can a princess locked away in a basement in the world?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Alright, let's see if we can get some more information. Killing a princess seems kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Yeah, and she's locked up. Okay. And I don't know about that. Can't someone else do this? Forget it, I'm not doing this. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Ask about a reward. Alright. Have you considered that I'm okay with the world ending?
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
It's not
I
true.
mean, maybe some people do, like nihilists or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those.
Surely.
Right?
Surely. Can someone else do this?
Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules. I have to say I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off. Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's
While I
locked up?
appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Well, you didn't tell me we had a
Nevertheless,
time limit.
Let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up.
If she's locked up, who's she gonna hurt?
And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Please do.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that. It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Okay, but if she's locked up, she can't leave the cabin. Alright. Look, I'll go to the cabin, I'll talk to her, and if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her, but I'm not committing to anything until I've had the chance to meet her. That seems reasonable. Also, oh, okay, thanks for telling me what to do is pretty good, too. I mean, so here's the problem I have. I don't know who this narrator is. I would like more information about this narrator. And I feel like this one kind of hints at that a little bit.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
The job of being the narrator, I guess.
You make your way up the short path to
Why
the
do I
cabin.
have like a wolf
You'll find the
hand for
princess
an
within.
icon? Am I a monster?
A warning before you go any further.
Okay, we got a warning. Everybody pay attention, okay?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Now I'm talking as a character? Okay.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Let's go to the basement. She's chained up, right? Should we take the blade? What if she attacks me? Let's go to the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Okay, but this is a cabin. Princesses don't live in a cabin. Hold on, let's move my camera so you all can see the dialogue here. Move me up here.
Her voice softly carries up the stairs.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed.
She's chained up. You told me she was chained up.
Good.
Go down the
You're
stairs.
still listening to reason. It would be better if you had a weapon, but you may still be able to do what needs to be done.
Alright, we're gonna go downstairs.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Alright.
Hi. Do you think you can get me out of these chains?
What do you think, chat? How is the chat? Oh, hold on. Okay, I'm still... There's no good place for my camera here. We'll put me over here. Alright, chat. Here's what we got. We got a princess chained up. We're told she's very dangerous. I kind of feel like save her, but the world will end, Kinetics. That's what I was told by a narrator. A voice inside my head told me. If I get too close to the chains, what if she tears my throat out? The narrator is wrong and vindictive. Alright, my inclination. Okay, so you all trust her. You all are trusting her. Let's see it. Let's see it. Who, type a 1 if you trust her. Type a 2 if you think she's dangerous. Let's just take a poll of the room. Just a quick poll. I'm just curious. How many of you think that she's just a princess to be trusted, 1, or a dangerous thing, 2? Alright, we're about 50-50 so far. Oh, alright, dangerous. We're getting some danger here. Some people are nervous. Oh, we're back to 50-50. Look at this split. Alright, I am going to do what my first instinct was to do. And if it gets me killed, so be it.
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, this is a horror game, I'm going to remind you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still laying around somewhere up there. And if not, maybe at least I can find something to break you free. Let's see if she has any other ideas.
Chains?
Break the chains.
Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Cut you out of them? Okay, guys. Here's where the first... She is okay with the idea of being cut out of the chains. She jumped to that conclusion very quickly.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance.
See? The narrator knows.
If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free.
There's a red flag here that I don't think...
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Well, now I'm locked in the damn basement. Shit.
Someone else here?
Try the door. We heard the lock, but, you know.
You
try
the door, but it's locked from the outside.
Alright, let's see if we can get out of here. Hey, let me out of here.
Shouts and pleas are met with silence. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
I think the narrator locked me in here.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
Not in that much of a mess. I'm just, down
I
here.
heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
Yeah.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth, her teeth tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Well, everybody, this escalated quite quickly, didn't it? Didn't it? And now we're stuck in here.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh boy, everybody. Oh man, here we are. We're in it now. This princess has gone a little feral suddenly. She is tearing into her own arm. Here's the issue. This narrator is suspicious. Absolutely suspicious. I think the narrator locked us in here. I think the narrator unlocked the door and threw me the dagger. I think this is a problem. I kind of get a weird feeling like this is all in my head, personally. The narrator sure sounds an awful lot like the hero, and they all sound a lot... honestly, they sound a little bit like the princess, too. Heroes don't murder princesses, John? Yeah, but she's eating her arm right now. And I only have two options. I either save her or slay her. If I was in this situation, I would be ready with the dagger and just waiting to see what happens. All I've been told is that she can't escape the cabin. Kinetics is like, save her! Be a hero! Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. She needs a hug. Well, she's only got one arm right now, so it's not gonna be a great hug. At least not one that doesn't end with me covered in blood. Alright, I feel like there have been a lot of people are taking a stand here. Let's find out. New poll. Slay or save. Option 1, slay. Option 2, save. Starting the poll. Alright, let's see. You all make the decision now. You're gonna make me do it. Now you all can pick. Don't type 1. She was doing okay till you showed up. Let's let people vote. Poll's going. Oh my gosh, this is very close to 50-50. I am also counting what I chose, which I'm not going to say because I don't want to sway the vote till the vote's done, but I will incorporate my gut reaction into the poll, which is currently 50-50. So if right now I would be the deciding vote. But please don't anybody be shy. Make sure you get your vote in. Are we saving her or slaying her? We gotta find out. We gotta find out. Oh. Oh. You call yourselves heroes. Slayer and win the game super fast? I mean, it is called Slay the Princess. Maybe that's the test. You know, the test is like, what are they actually exploring? What does it take? Does it take one lady biting into her arm to get you to suddenly turn into a murderer? Maybe that's what we're doing. It's right there in the name of the game. There's only one option. This is gonna be a long game. Alright, I'm making a choice. If you want to vote in the poll, you have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Fine.
Wait, what did I click?
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted
I thought,
wound on the
did I
princess's
click
arm,
save?
just above the
I
unyielding chain
thought
binding
I
this
clicked
place.
slay. You guys, I'm gonna be honest. I meant to click slay. Oops. I did it by accident. Oh, I got a little dagger hand now.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground.
Guys.
How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Man, there's no choices now. I got a dagger hand. Guys?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
What is up with my body? Look at my hand. What is wrong with me? I'm gross.
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Yeah, the narrator sucks. Oh my gosh.
Stop that.
Something's come over you, hasn't it? You know you don't have to do this, right?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready
No!
to sink into her heart.
I tried. I did everything I could.
But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a chance
All
to
right.
connect.
All right. Whew. Safe.
Stop it. Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
Boy.
The
Resist.
blade. Move the blade. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
We both know this isn't you.
Yeah, it's the narrator. I'm not gonna. Here's the problem we've now landed on. I'm not having a hard time making decisions because now somebody's making my decisions for me. And I don't like that. This is like a real dig your own grave situation. No, shoot me now. I'm not gonna do work for you on top of all of this.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What are you doing?
What is wrong with my fingernails, man?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
Oh, she's gonna kill us now.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no, I'm so sorry.
Well, guys. we've
Stay
been
strong.
stabbed.
We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't you start pretending that dying a painful death is some sort of heroic gesture. The two of you have literally doomed everyone. Whatever. She sinks the blade
The
into
narrator's
your chest
mad.
again and again and again, and you feel every inch of burning pain that slices its way into your body.
I'm sorry.
She doesn't know how to use a knife, does she?
I'm being real calm about this.
Apparently not, though it doesn't matter how sloppy her knife work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before you bleed out.
I'm so sorry.
With one last thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears carve rivulets of pink down her blood-spattered cheeks. It can't just end like this, right? Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. The two of you made your choice.
We did it.
It's over.
We beat a game. The first game I beat of
Everything
2024.
goes dark, and you die.
All right. GG. Oh, we didn't beat it. There's a second chapter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, but I died. What am I
I can
doing?
assure you that you're not dead. And to answer your second question, you're here to slay the princess. I literally told you that a second ago. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Yes, he didn't approve of us last time, did he? If we're going to save our beloved, we'll have to be sneaky about it.
Oh no.
Beloved?
Yes, you'll have to be very sneaky about your intentions if you're going to try and save the princess. Ah, so all of the cards are on the table. Then you should know that we and the princess are in love, and the four of us will be foiling any and all assassination attempts you've got in the works.
We'll see about that. Whatever you do, just be sure to ignore him specifically. It sounds like he's the sort who'd sacrifice the whole world for a peck on the cheek.
What can I say? A world without love is a world that isn't worth saving.
Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing
Those
anything?
are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
You were the one who did us in, villain.
Well, not you in the literal sense, but you did everything you could to stop us from rescuing her. Oh, I wonder why. Maybe it's because the entire world was at stake. No lone princess is worth that price.
I beg to differ.
I'm not going to argue with you. I'm just going to take a deep breath and assume that whoever is making the decisions here has the common sense to ignore your protestations. Anyway, I believe your second question was, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences.
No, there were consequences. Now we've got another dipshit we gotta talk to.
Consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely? If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died? Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
Not everything. I'm fine.
She would never. She's a perfect angel that you cruelly imprisoned as part of some convoluted, dastardly scheme.
Convoluted? I don't know how this premise could be any more simple. Princess bad, stop her, save everyone.
Okay, so we've introduced a new inner voice. I feel like we're definitely dealing with different voices inside my head. So what happens if I turn around and leave?
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her.
No.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
Yeah, here we go. The only thing that matters is where I'm not going, the cabin. I am not going to the cabin.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin.
Look at me go.
That's strange. It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient.
Shit.
Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Turn around, leave
You're
again.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yep.
It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever.
Yeah, except me. I'm fine.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
Ooh. That's pretty good.
What's going on? Where are we? Oh, I don't like this one bit. There's not a single damsel in sight. Well done.
We did it, team. We did it again. The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothingness. It is quiet. There's a distant rumbling, a sound of many sounds. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes closer. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. I need something empty I can crawl inside of. I need something shaped like me. What's constricting? You have a story you need to finish. It is the only way for us to escape this place. No, you cannot go back. Not there. This world is broken beyond repair. We must weave something new. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I am our only salvation.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in
I
the
got
basement
an
of that
achievement
cabin
called You'll Know
is
It
a
When You See It.
princess.
What is this? The Azeroth Roundtable prediction show?
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Back to chapter 1, huh? Let's ask if I get a reward. Yes, but you'll have to slay her before you get it. Okay.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
How about nonchalantly going and killing her?
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Oh, hold on. I right-clicked. It did a thing. Alright, well, I guess the only option we have is enter the basement. I was gonna try and turn around and just this time have a knife, but I guess we have to enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I hate
Her
that
voice
line so
carries up the
much because
stairs.
it immediately makes me not want to slay the princess.
Who's there?
Uh-oh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the
She
princess.
sounds different this
There's
time,
a
you
heavy
guys.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
I haven't decided yet.
How about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Kinetics, I love your logic. Just remember, you went to slay her and you clicked save her. Deep down, you want to save her. Do it again. Did I really click, or is the game messing with me, you guys? This one's a problem. I did click save.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
I'm not unarmed. I saw my hand last time. I got a lot of hand here.
We'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
Hey, what do you mean a relationship? There's people out there who think you're gonna end the world. What do you have to say about
Don't
that?
just tell her that.
No, I told her, and it pissed you off, which makes me even happier I did it.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall?
I like
Have they
this
told you why I'm
princess.
allegedly so
She's asking the
dangerous?
right questions. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her.
Oh, come
She
on
doesn't
now.
have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
Now
At the end
I
of
agree with the
day,
narrator.
Whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why.
Yeah, that's true.
That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
Well, last time we did kill each other, but...
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
Not a goddamn thing, that's what.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust.
But it isn't! We just need her to not leave the cabin. For how long? He said time was of the essence. Let's sleep on it. One night, I'll sleep over there with the blade. And,
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
well, now I feel like
This
she's
isn't about
manipulating.
trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch, no less.
What's your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as Your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again, she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
Well, yeah, the same for you, Mr. Narrator. How long have you been down here?
Too long.
Alright, we've talked enough.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
Oh boy, I feel like the third one is what is in my heart, but it's written in such a creepy way. But it's what I feel. Like, here's the reality. If I was in this situation, I'd be like, well, you're not going anywhere, but I'm not gonna kill you, so I would do that.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Hell yeah! Me and the hero, we
Leaving her alive
compromise.
is too risky. If you don't deal with her soon, she will find a way out.
One way or another, I'm going to find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice. Let's hope for all our sakes it's the right one.
I've made my choice. I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here. It's a chance we'll have to take. We can make this work. If we just stay here and keep watch, no one has to die.
Got it. Nailed it.
You're making a mistake.
No, I'm good. This will turn out great. Watch.
You turn your back to the princess and make your way to the
Now,
stairs.
see, this is where it would have gone different. There ain't no way I would have turned my back to the princess.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains? She can't, right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around and finish the job.
Yeah, no, we're sticking with the plan. Smooky 2, I like the way you're thinking. If she could have, she should have done it before.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way.
I've killed one world already. I can kill another world.
You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade.
Okay, we can make this work.
You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door.
Why? This is such a bad version of this plan, though. You go down there, you hold onto the knife, and you watch her, and if she starts trying to slip the chains, you go, hey, I'm gonna stab you. Stop it.
It isn't long before you start to drift off. Your
Oh
eyelids
man,
heavy
and
with
look, now I'm
fatigue.
gonna fall asleep because I got
Sleep
nothing to
doesn't
look
come.
at but a table and
Instead, your rest is broken
door.
by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to you from the other side of the door.
I know you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself and let me out? It's not like this little door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
It doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker. No, it doesn't.
So all of that was just an act, wasn't it? You're not really innocent or harmless. You're not even a princess. You're a monster. Ignore her and go to sleep. Guys, I can't not pick ignore her and go to sleep. This is the least likely option, but this is incredibly funny to me.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it.
Yeah,
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can. and
this
huddle
is
up
such a
against the
bad
wall.
idea. Just go to
You jolt
bed.
awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way. Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of that awful basement.
It's probably just a dream. I went to bed. So it's probably just a dream.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin, unable to do anything but witness her approach. Whose side are you on? Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in
Guys, I'm beginning to
curiosity
think
as you
she
feel
might not
your
have been a
organs
normal
shutting
princess.
down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills.
Am I a fish person? What's going on
A
here?
shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I mean, we did try to just fall asleep while
I'm
she was
sorry,
trying to escape.
But it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh, good.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Okay, no. Oh, I right-clicked again.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Shh. What if he hears us?
Okay, now we have a paranoid personality
That's a
with
very good
us.
question, little voice. What if he does hear you? Shit. I think you'll find yourselves very hard-pressed to keep any secrets from me. Not that it matters right now, because like I said, this is the first time we've met. Still, I'd rather not get off on the wrong foot.
Alright, let's... You know what, let's go to the cabin. Let's just go to the cabin. We all know
boy.
we're gonna go to the
Before you go,
cabin.
she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power.
I still want to know what happens if you just stab her.
think
Me
lying
too,
and
Zero.
cheating
Let's
was her
just go
thing.
stab
She was
her.
very direct with us last time. Or at least she was direct with us after we decided to lock her away.
It doesn't matter. Don't trust anyone.
Go to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table,
Okay,
knocked on
well,
its side
I
in the
was
corner of the
obviously
room.
going to
A
stab
pristine
her,
blade
except
stands
look at
between
where
you
we're
and
at.
the open, inviting basement doorway. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hold on. What happened to the door? There was a door here last time. It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes on us?
I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. But if you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits, and only you can do it.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the
Right.
wall.
I was so stuck on the eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there. What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. We have to look at it.
Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it isn't there is a trick to get us to do exactly what he wants.
I don't need to talk about it. I just want to look in the mirror. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. Did he make it go away? Clearly there was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad. Very different. He changed it, didn't he? It's like he's trying to make us doubt our reality.
Yeah, I want to know what I am so badly. Like she said, gills, I've got weird claws, I'm kind of boily and weird.
Calm down. Maybe the three of you just think everything is different because you haven't been here before. Enough of this past life nonsense. You haven't died, you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
No, we definitely got killed by the princess.
So focus up.
That
A
for
lot's
sure
riding
happened.
on this.
Twice now. Take the blade.
You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Good. Steel can't lie to us.
Yeah, the
Is
good.
it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
The blade is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long as you don't lose faith in yourself. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death.
Go to the basement. Guys, I am so gonna look
You
in the
cross over
VOD
threshold
to see.
and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in darkness.
A lot of eyeballs in this basement.
More eyes, too. You never mention the eyes. The air seeping up from below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Okay, we need a game plan. Last time we were here, just being close to her was enough to kill us.
How hard is it to throw a knife? I'm going to talk to her. We don't need a plan. I'm just going to kill her. Mr. Narrator seems to think I can do it. Don't know why you're all being such pessimists right now. I like that. This one's my favorite option.
Finally, a voice of reason. The rest of you should take notes. You know why I'm being a pessimist. I'm just asking questions. You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed. Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is? No, I'm not. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again. Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you. It doesn't really matter. Because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
It's true. Left is always right. Go left.
You turn to the left. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
Yep.
As the princess approaches, your legs suddenly go numb. Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
I did bring the knife again.
There has to be a way out of this. Think. Think! What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
I wonder how many times I'll get to play with you before you break.
Your vision cuts out as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming.
Well, that's what
to a
I get for
lurching
listening to
halt.
the narrator. He said I could do it. He had faith in me.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves.
Oh, we're still alive.
What are you doing? I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want... And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death.
Oh, hold on.
Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again. Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more? You have seconds left. Yes, I'm sure. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath. Heart, lungs, liver.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead. Even if you look ridiculous.
See, there's another fish comment. She keeps calling me a fish.
She isn't attacking us. Nerves. Why? The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission. Your weapon is still in your hands. Strike at her and end this before it's too late.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs.
Why won't you finish me off? Oh my gosh, Murloc confirmed. Wait a minute. Is this entire game based on Murlocs? You'll know it when you see it? Is that true? What good am I to you alive? What do you want from me? What happened after you killed me last time? I was sent here to stop you from destroying the world. I can't just let you leave. You're a lunatic. You know that, right? If you want to work together, can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? How about I just kill you instead? We don't have to be enemies. We can work together. We can be friends. I'm not doing any of this. I'm not helping you leave. I'm not going to try and kill you, so do your worst. Okay, let's get out of here. Fine, you win. I'll let you leave. Run or slay the princess. Man, there's a lot of options here.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
What good am I to you alive? What do you want from
I
me?
tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid cabin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then... well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Okay, so she couldn't get out because I died.
liver, nerves.
I don't think I can move without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
If you need me alive, then why did you threaten me on the stairs? Why didn't you try being nice
I
to
am
me?
being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Liver,
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart,
Alright, guys.
lungs,
I think it's time.
nerves.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you
You're gonna
strike
slay
out
the
against the
princess.
princess.
I'm gonna do
ignoring
what I
the
tried to
constant
do the
reminders of
first
your
time
broken
and
body.
totally failed at for a weird reason.
Liver,
She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
nerves,
We did it. We actually did it.
liver,
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she?
We've already seen how she can change. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
You're not getting those stairs back. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She falls to the ground, unmoving.
nerves.
Oh. I can stop now, can't I?
We did it.
I can.
Roll credits. First
that
game
she's
beaten
gone,
of 2024. We did it.
Right.
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? And now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us. It means that you're stuck here. Forever.
Oh.
No. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, I hate this.
Time passes.
Forever's gonna end eventually, right?
No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't end.
I feel sick.
It doesn't have to be forever, though. Does it?
What do you mean?
We still have a way out, clutched in our hands.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead? I guess that hasn't stopped us before.
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire world from ruin. Why would you want to die? Because right now, you don't want us to do that. You're right. I don't. But if we've already saved the world, then why does it matter if we die? Why do you care?
I just do. I value life.
Every life. Even yours.
No.
Especially yours.
The narrator.
Why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
But you want us to kill the princess.
Exactly.
You
I
don't.
don't have to answer that.
You don't have a lot of value of life. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys, what more do I need? Am I not a creature of biology? Won't I starve or die of dehydration before forever happens? Are you stuck here with us if you are capable, or are you capable of going other places?
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't. Feelings mutual. At least we're all being honest.
Okay, am I gonna die or anything?
That's a grim thought, innit? But I suppose you're right. You are a creature of biology. Something will happen to you before forever comes along. We don't have to starve to death. You have our way out. Use it.
It's not like it matters if I die. I will just come back again.
Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once. I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility, didn't you? Of course I did. Though I'd rather hoped I was the first one. That explains a lot, though. Oh, you bastard. How much are you not telling us? Plenty. But it's all in your best interest. And the world's. And mine. She's dead and we're stuck in a hell void forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly hurt anyone? It just can. Look, this world is saved, but if you start over, for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely managed to land the killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time? I've already said too much, really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject.
Can you tell me your secrets now?
No.
Ah, well, it's worth a shot. How about now? Is it secret
Still
time?
no.
I'm going to wear you down eventually. You might as well spill those sweet, sweet secrets now. Then we'll have something else to talk
You're not
about.
going to wear me down. Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the cusp of sharing his secrets. I can feel it.
Yeah.
I'm not. Either way,
He is.
at least needling him is something to do.
It's true, it is. Secret?
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself ignoring us. I can.
Secret?
The narrator continues to ignore you.
Oh man, he removed it as an option. But I've got the best company I could ask for. You guys.
You could do a lot better than us. Exactly. You'll be fine here. Just come up with a game or something to pass the time.
Let's wait,
More
I
time
guess.
passes. You're still here.
Nope, I'm bored. Let's take the blade.
You remove the blade from the princess's body. What exactly are you planning on doing with it?
Throw the blade into the void. Slay yourself or wait. Let's do another wait.
More time passes.
What do you think, chat? What do you think I should do? Make a staircase from the planks? I'd love to. It's not an option. Top one.
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without us, and I'm sure you'll start feeling lonely.
Okay, I saw wait again.
More time passes.
Alright, throw the blade into the void.
Oh no, what are you doing? You tighten your grip and fling the blade as hard as you can into the void. It's gone. Now you're really stuck here forever. There's no way out now. You mean other than starving? Right, I mean other than that. You wait.
Ah, shit. Now we got
Then
this.
you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in, and the hunger. The darkness of this place prevents you from wholly grasping the context of passing time, but that doesn't stop it from passing, nor does it stop your biology from unraveling. The only things you know for certain are that it's long, and that it hurts. The vastness of your suffering can't be adequately put into words.
We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
No, you really shouldn't have, but biology and time are immutable forces, and eventually, long before forever gets the chance to come, everything goes dark.
Alright, we died again.
And you die.
We did it.
Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain here, but she isn't slain there.
Oh, we made it to chapter 3. Look at us.
You're on a path in the wood.
Shit. This really doesn't end, does it? It doesn't matter if we kill her, it doesn't matter if she kills us, it just goes on.
Oh no, the voice of the paranoid is still with me.
And on and on.
Yes, so it does.
Oh, voice of the cold.
No, there has to be a way out of here. There just has to be.
What if we do what she asked us to last time? What if we just let her leave?
Okay, so you've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you probably already know all about her and all about the threat she poses to the world. Then let me remind you how catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way. If she gets out, the world ends and everyone ends with it, yourself included. Oh, threatening us with death, are we? And why should we be afraid of dying? We've already done it twice.
That's right.
All death has done is shunt us back to these woods, where we're forced to listen to your empty warnings again and again.
Voice of the cold.
This place feels
It's really
a bit different,
narrowing
though,
it.
doesn't it? I don't
Like,
even know what I'd call
He's
it.
got it. He's narrowed
It's
it down to
definitely not the same
exactly what I
path in
want.
the woods anymore.
That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a sign of goodwill between us and do your job, alright?
Are you the same narrator we met in other loops? You were quick to accept that we've been here before.
Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. Is that supposed to be a riddle? If it is, it's not very good. I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities, in which case the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. I'm not sure how we're supposed to kill him ourselves, but he's asking for it. Maybe there's some way she can take care of him for us.
It's a good idea, voice of the
They've
cold.
clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it.
We've killed her and been killed by her, and neither of those things have gone well for us. If we're going to fall through this loop forever, eventually we're going to let her out. We might as well do it now. So practical.
You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your
Like
perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever.
Nope. Nope, it's done.
Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason
Yeah,
to
it is
assume the mere
technically
nature
3
of the
times.
infinite
I
would
think
force
I
you to make any
genuinely
specific
got
choice.
an ending that
You
first
have
time.
free will. As much as things
Maybe.
would be
I don't
easier
know.
if
She
you
was
didn't.
different the second
And
time.
you can
though.
just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them.
On second thought, let's not kill him. Let's throw him someplace that never ends. I'd like to see what that does to him.
I mean, we've done that before. We have tried that option. Go to the
You
cabin.
continue down the path towards the cabin.
We already
It
didn't
isn't
go to
long
the
before
cabin.
you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in there, and despite your protestations, I think you know what you need to do. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. See what I care. It sounds like somebody's about to crack.
Are you trying to reverse psychology on me, or have you just
There's
given up?
obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
Would you look at that? We won.
We
Take
did it.
however you will.
Enter the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is...
That's strange. What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
I suppose the only way to go is forward. So forward we will go. Blade or not, it doesn't really matter, does it?
Approach the mirror.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward, towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
Alright, let's try it again.
This is it. The mirror's going to go away, and she's going to startle us. We better brace ourselves. You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Oh, the mirror left again.
Oh, that was a close one. All that stress and lead up for nothing.
Hopelessly staring into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long, frozen moment. And then it, she, the princess, constricts your bones.
Oh, she got me. She got my bones.
Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse, and you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear.
The hell is
crowned
up with my
far too
legs?
many long and crooked teeth.
You killed me last time, and that was after you tried to lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom, but then you took my body away from me.
Yeah.
So now, I'm going to take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here.
Oh, that sounds bad.
And you get to watch me do it, completely helpless, just like you left me.
Okay, maybe letting her in isn't the best idea. She clearly hates us. And what's your point? I thought you wanted to get out of here. This is a way out, and it's different. We might as well take it.
Yeah, but not like this. She's going to make it hurt.
Then turn off the part of you that feels things.
Oh, like it's that easy?
It is. Pain is just another sensation. If you can tolerate joy, you can tolerate pain.
Except that pain hurts.
Yes, that's what it does. That's the definition.
It's true.
Do we need to explain to you why pain is bad?
You need to explain to yourself why it isn't.
Look, we're even now. You killed me, and then I killed you. Water under the bridge, right? I never wanted to hurt you. I don't even know how I got here. I'm a victim in all this too, you know. Wouldn't possessing me against my will make you no better than me? You don't have to be evil. You don't have to do this. Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you? Or struggle. I mean, we can try a negotiation here. Let's just see how that goes.
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you.
And that's true.
If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger.
Do you need to take my body? Can't I just open the door for you?
You locked me in a basement and then you killed me.
Yeah.
Oh, we're past the point of compromise. I'm taking your body, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is far behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching yours, her neck cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head?
Yeah, that's a good
Crush
question.
you along with her? Not that I even can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
It is fine. Everything is always fine. These consequences have no real impact on us outside of momentary discomfort. I'm sure we'll be moving on again soon enough.
I mean, maybe. Unless
Your
this
vision
is really
fades
it.
as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong.
It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out.
Ooh.
I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. It's rather rude to show up in somebody else's body and boss it around like this.
It is. It's rude.
We were gonna let you out of here. That's the whole reason we marched all the way back up to the cabin.
Were we?
I was.
I know you were, but you were going into it for the wrong reasons.
And what reasons are those supposed to be? Nobody should be able to be judge, jury, and executioner.
Weren't you all of those things for me? I can grasp the shape of everything you think and feel. You think you are numb, but you are hopeless and paranoid. You are afraid of me, and I don't feel regret due to the recesses of your soul. There is not a drop of sympathy to be found.
Well, that's probably true.
We weren't always like this. I've always been like this.
All I'm doing is reaping what you've sown.
We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
You wouldn't dare. Move now.
Your body,
Oh.
still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings.
It's not that bad. The pain feels good. Because I know you feel it too.
She really doesn't like me. Which is why she's really not gonna like this.
In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss.
I won't let you do this.
Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. We're putting in everything we have. You're not. You're thinking too much about how she's hurting us. You're thinking too much about your body. It's just a body.
Yes, it's just a body now. But I can do so many terrible things to you.
1, 2,
Playstyle equals you can't tell me what to do. Yeah, pretty much.
3. Next one we all go. You throw everything you have against her and manage, for one brief moment, to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall.
I mean, you kind of answered your own question. It kind of is this.
We did it! We actually did it! Yes, we've really shown them all, haven't we? I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it. What happens now? But I want to know what he thinks happens now. Why? What do you know that you're not telling us?
You should pay better attention to your head. You left. Gone. It's just you and you and you and me. Idiot.
Terminal velocity ceases, and you feel something, a mass, a growth torn out of you. You and the princess look at each other for a short moment.
What's happening to me?
Well, she got grabbed by the hands. But you don't answer her before something takes her and leaves something in her place. You feel a force underneath your feet once more.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I'm gonna approach the mirror. I've been consistent with this, wanting to
I'm
know.
begging you, don't do this.
Now we need to know. The mirror never scared you
It's
before.
different now. It feels... I don't know. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
Yeah, it's true. Gotta look. You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. It's calling us. And not in a good way. Ignore the cowards. You have to look.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach. Let's do it! Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Oh. Proceed to the cabin? It's the option I got. You are at the cabin. You recognize the presence inhabiting the shell. It is the entity that dwells in the spaces between.
Something returns to the long quiet. It has surrendered its path of annihilation and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
You're that thing I met in the space outside of the woods, aren't you? I thought that was a dream. What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel. Is this the end of the world? Guess we go with that one.
Vague recollections, empty tunnels without a mouth. I am sorry if I frightened you.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me here?
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
What is the gift of a fragile vessel?
Yes, nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond, perspectives to make my own. This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not find her strength in others, so she found it in herself. She will make for a driven heart. Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore.
Do you know about the worlds beyond this?
I know only that they are.
What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Interesting. How much will I forget?
Everything, until we meet again.
How many more pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Alright, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Oh, jeez. Everything goes dark and you die.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement
Chapter
of that cabin
1,
is
baby.
a princess.
Well. What do you think, everybody? Pretty cool. I think this game's awesome. That's what I have to say. This game is awesome. I have zero regrets about buying this thing. This thing is cool as hell. I have no idea what the fuck I'm watching. Now we can just stab her. This whole time has been a wild ride. Okay. Do you all... We've got about 10 minutes left of what would normally be the stream time. We can go over. There's no hard out necessarily. Do you all want to see just a go in and slay the princess run? Just to see what happens? Because I feel like that's what everybody's been talking around, is they want to just see what happens if you just go get it done. All right, let's do it. We'll go until that's done.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's that voice again.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way.
Got her!
And look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh,
Yeah, surprise! We've done this before. The chat room told me to do it this way.
this is it, isn't it?
Yep.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die. Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here. You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all.
Ah,
Where
shit.
a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away. What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
Oh, okay.
I'm so glad you're keeping an open mind. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Of course we are. I like it here.
Really? Well, if you ever change your mind, just let me know, I guess. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning. Please, shake yourself out of it. We have to get out of here. The little voices, please, fall on deaf ears. Eventually you pass into a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
There it
You have
is.
already committed to my completion. You cannot go further astray.
Oh no. Oh no. Didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy.
Really happy? Or is he just telling us that we are?
Okay, maybe I'm not happy, and I'm not just saying that because you're the last person
Good.
I talked to.
Because I have an idea to get us out of here, though you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero.
He's right. It's the only way out.
Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you
I already
not?
got the good
There's
ending.
more for
I
us
saw
to
it.
do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this
Thank
hell.
you.
Let's get
I
out of
made
here.
this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate? Fine. Whatever. For the first time since time stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs. The princess's body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die.
Wow, we really
The
moved
end.
that forward.
Nice knowing you.
Oh, this time there's the specter.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin,
All right,
and in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
there you go. That's what happens if you kill the princess immediately. We're gonna have to see. Smooky 2, will this be up on YouTube later? Yeah, maybe I will throw this up on YouTube so people can take a look at it. That's not a bad idea. Although I'm trying not to release more than one video a day. So today, the Final Fantasy stream from New Year's went up. Tomorrow, the Sea of Swords playthrough from New Year's will go up. So maybe the day after that will be this. But we'll see. I might just also throw it up just so it's there. But we'll throw it up there. This game's awesome. It's called Slay the Princess. I highly recommend it. If you watched this and you're intrigued, go pick it up. It's on sale. It's part of the Steam sale right now. It's very intriguing, very interesting. And you can find out what kind of person you are on your own playthrough. I kind of feel like if I hadn't done all that other stuff, I feel like there might have been a better ending for if you just go in and do it right the first time. Do it right, in quotes. I'm really curious what would happen, but I don't know if there's a way to get back to that point again. It's really an interesting game, and it's tough to see what is messing with me versus what is not. But that's going to do it for the stream. I'm going to go get some food because I'm becoming acutely aware of how hungry I am. And thank you, everybody, for joining me on this. And I'll catch you all later.